Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's 2 p.m. Central European Time, 3 p.m. Sofia, where we are located at the moment, 1 p.m. London, and you choose your time zone, as I see now at least 10 to 12 time zones from United States, Brazil, most probably up to Australia. So thank you very much for joining us. My name is Maxime Behar, and I'm the president of the World Communications Froum Association. About 3 months ago, we launched our project, which we call the project Davos Communications Awards. We used to have in the past awards which we were distributing during our Davos meetings, and even I don't remember the name of the awards, C for Future or something like that, but these are the first real, very, very professional awards which Davos Communications Froum is launching. There is one specific, I would say, exception to these awards. We had 15 jury members, and you would not believe, all of them voted. Because usually, and you know better than me, in such awards, always 10, 15, 20% of the jury does not vote for many reasons. Because we had 15 jury members from 14 countries. And big thanks to all the jury members who voted. 100% of them voted for all the entries. And the jury was chaired by our very good friend, PR expert, PR futurist, whatever it means, the great, the one and only Stuart Bruce. And I would like, first of all, to wish happy birthday to his daughter today, because it's a great day for Stuart, and most probably we choose the day on purpose. Happy birthday. And then let me introduce you the rest of the members. From Poland, Agnieszka Dziedzic, who is a managing partner of Weber Shandwick. From Italy, Andrea Corneli, who is the board member of SEC Newgate, co-founder and coordinator of the PR Hub project. From United Kingdom, Ella Minty, Vice President Communications and Strategic Alliances at Circlo. From Japan, German Sa, who is the director of the Kyoto PR. From Korea, H.S. Chung, founder and CEO of my partner company Hill & Houghton in Korea, Synergy Hill & Houghton. From Morocco, Kamal Taibi, founder and CEO, Strateus Group. From Mexico, Lorena Carreno, CEO of Marketing Q Strategies and Communications. From Egypt, Lola Zaklama, President and Managing Director of Radar Research. From United States, Serena Enrich, Director of Product Marketing of Business Wire. From Russia, Sergei Zverev, President and Chairman of the Board of Cross. From United States, Shelley Spector, Founder and Director, the great Shelley, great friend and a great entrepreneur. She's a founder and director of the only in the world museum of public relations based in New York City. From India, Sujit Patil, who is Vice President and Head Corporate Brand and Communications of Godrej Group. From United States, Tom Murphy, Vice President of Corporate Communications of Ring Central. And last but not least, from our brother South Africa, Victor Sibeko, CEO and former President of the Public Relations Institute of South Africa, PRISA. So these were the jury. All of them voted. 15 jury members from 14 countries from 5 continents. At the very beginning, I would like to introduce our very dear partners. I mean, we don't call them sponsors at all. We call them partners because all of us, we are in one and the same business of communications. And for me, it's a great pleasure to announce that our partners today are DHL, Turkish Airlines, EIN Presswire, Accesswire, PR Newswire, a part of Cision and Public Relations Today. With a couple of words, just I give the floor to Desislava Dangovska, Marketing Manager of DHL Bulgaria. Desi, very short and very brief.
Thank you, Maxim. As a representative of DHL Express, let me extend our gratitude to Mr. Bahar for the opportunity to support Davos Communications Awards. As DHL is the most international company in the world, as we call ourselves, present in more than 220 countries and territories worldwide, we believe we make a perfect match with this international forum. Maxim, if you allow me, I have prepared a joke. As they say, birds of a feather flock together. So, the power of human connection is even more powerful today. The past year and a half has been tough for most. Some of us even experienced the severity of this situation firsthand. And it's reassuring to know that the things that were truly important yesterday still really matter today, maybe even more so. We are more interconnected than ever, and such events really make me believe that. Thank you so much for having me today, and looking forward to more interesting projects together in future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DHL. For all of you, my friends, the winners in today's 11 categories will receive this plaque. This plaque to you via DHL in an envelope, like that. Envelope come to you via DHL. And do you know which flight they will use? Of course they will use Turkish Airlines. And just a couple of words from my good friend, Mehmet Gürkanak. Is Mehmet here? I don't see him.
Yes, I'm here.
The country manager, Bulgaria and the region for Turkish Airlines, the official carrier of these awards. Mehmet.
Thank you so much, Maxim. I'll be very glad. I'll be honored to be a part of this beautiful event, Davos Communication Awards. And the point of Turkish Airlines, just a couple of words. We are operating here in Sofia and Varna, trying to wrap up from the COVID-19, and hopefully we'll be back on the market very powerful way as we used to be before. We understand that communication is much more important when there is a times like this, because now everything came out to be from online, from more intangible, and Maxim and his team and this beautiful audience are showing us the measurements, the countries, the continents, doesn't matter unless there's no problem between people, because now we're all connected from USA to Brazil to Korea to Sofia, and hopefully our hearts will be connected as well, because we'll be always here to serve you here in the offices or up in the sky. Thank you very much, Maxim, for this beautiful event.
Thank you, Mehmet. You know, just to be honest, we have one problem. There is no direct line Istanbul-Davos. So we should think about that, because we are opening our next Davos Forum, or we hope, February, March 2022. So we will be expecting, what will be the closest destination for Turkish should be most probably Istanbul. So our friends will fly Zurich from India. We have usually a lot of Indian participants from Malaysia, from Korea, from Japan. They will fly Istanbul, and then they will fly Zurich. So thank you very much, Mehmet. And
you're welcome.
When you received the awards, when you hear now the results, they will be announced by the one and only main media partner which we had for years. And this is, of course, great Cision company, which is a PR newswire as a very, very important part of Cision. And we have here our good friend Vlad Bazikalov, who is the sales director for emerging market of Cision. Vlad, please.
Thank you, Maxim. It's been a pleasure to be a partner of this big event, very important event for many years, and we would like to continue our partnership and help this organization to promote these great events. And I remember the first time when we met in Davos, I think it was February 2013. I was amazed by the turnout and amazed by speeches and different new ideas and communications. And it's a real pleasure to be a part of this event. And I'm very keen to meet all of you, dear members, next time when we meet in Davos. Hopefully this will happen in 2022. So thank you and have a great ceremony.
Thank you, Vlad. Really appreciate our friendship and partnership since many, many years. So before I give the floor to the most important person today, our chair of the jury, I just want to explain what will happen after we finish this ceremony. The winners of the 11 categories will receive this. Will receive the special plaque delivered to you by DHL and Turkish Airlines and published by Cision afterwards. All the participants will receive this certificate. And I just want to say, whoever is the winner, whoever will be shortlisted or nominated, whoever will have a plaque or a certificate, all you guys are winners. Because I know it's a very standard phrase, but I don't mean this standard sentence that all we are winners. We are absolute winners because for the quality of your entries will speak the chair of our jury, the one and only Stuart Bruce. Stuart.
Thank you very much, Maxim, for that wonderful introduction. And I'm delighted to see so many familiar faces on this Zoom meeting today. I wanted to Maxim has explained a little bit about the background to the awards, but I just wanted to start off, well, first of all, by thanking Maxim for giving me the honor of helping to select a jury and being able to chair it. It was a very diverse jury. We were really passionate about the fact that we needed to get some excellent jurors from countries all around the world, because we knew the entries that would come in would be ones from all around the world. And we wanted to be able to appreciate the different cultures, the wonderful variety that makes up the global Davos World Communication Forum community. So before we start announcing who has been shortlisted for each of the 11 awards, I just wanted to say a little bit about the judging process, because it's very important that people understand how fair it was, how much effort all of the individual jurors from around the world put into doing it. So one of the first things we did was to divide the categories up and to recuse jurors where they had a relationship with any of the entries. So in that way, we were able to make sure that the judging process was scrupulously fair for everybody that was participating. We then assessed the entries on a variety of criteria. The first that we wanted to assess them on was on how well they used insight and research, and how that input into the objectives and the planning process. The second criteria that we looked at was strategy and planning, and how much thought had gone into the strategy and planning of the different entries. And then, of course, we were interested in innovation. This is something I'm particularly passionate about. As Maxim said earlier, I describe myself as a PR futurist, and that means I'm constantly looking for ways that our profession can improve, can do things in new, more innovative ways that are going to make us more effective for delivering on business and organizational objectives. We then looked to see how effectively it had been implemented. Did the entry actually do what it was going to do? Was it implemented as professionally as it could have been? And of course, like all awards, we were interested in creativity and originality. And some of you will have seen last week the Cannes Lions Awards, and they celebrate creativity. They don't necessarily look at how effective an award was, whether or not it delivered on its objectives. That's what we wanted to do in our final category. We put great weight on looking at the results and impact. Did it actually make a difference to the business, the government, or the organisation that the campaign was for? And as well as that, we actually had some special awards, because there are lots of award ceremonies around the world. And one of the things that we wanted to do with ours was to make it slightly different and to also have special categories for things like strategy. We wanted to reward where people at the day-to-day work that often goes unseen, but is often the most important part of what we as relations and communications professionals do. So those were the things that went into making it into the scoring process. And each of the judges scored their entries individually, and then I was responsible for going through and assessing that everybody had done so fairly and correctly, and accumulating the results so we could select some winners. And I think the most amazing thing for me was the sheer diversity of entries from around the world. We had entries from all over the globe. And what struck me is the absolute professionalism that exists in every country. Because too often we focus on what happens in Western Europe or the United States and think that's where the pinnacle of excellence in our profession is. Looking at the entries that have been submitted to the Davos Communications Awards, we can see that that's not true, that there is some equally professional, equally excellent, if not more professional, more excellent, more creative work happening all over the world. So thank everybody that entered, because certainly as a juror, I felt privileged to be able to see such good work, such professional work. So we now come to the meat of the ceremony. But before we do that, I just want to thank Maxim for wishing my daughter a happy birthday, and thank everybody else that's wished her a happy birthday. Immediately after this, I'll be taking off the suit and dashing down to the bowling alley where she's just left to go for her party. So that's the rest of my agenda for the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the shortlist for each of the categories, and then I'm going to hand over to Maxim as president of the World Communications Froum Association, who will announce the winner. So the first category that we're going to take a look at is for Best Public Relations Campaign. And here we have 3 shortlisted entries. The first entry on the shortlist is from Fabula Edison Group in Lithuania, and their project is the European Elections 2019 campaign, Don't Be a Couch Potato. The second shortlisted entry is from Frank Pierre in the UK.
Stuart, excuse me, do we have anybody from Fabula here? Anybody from Lithuania, from Fabula?
Yes, greetings from Lithuania.
Laba diena.
Laba diena.
And thank you very much for, do we have Mikolas here, or Mikolas is somewhere on holiday?
No, unfortunately, Mikolas is not here, not for us.
Okay, Achu.
So we have, the second shortlisted entry is from Frank in the UK for a campaign for Weetabix and baked beans. You have to see it to believe it.
Do we have anybody from Frank? Do we have Frank representatives here? No? Yes?
I saw somebody join earlier.
Frank from United Kingdom, do we have Frank? Okay, we'll see. Hope that will appear.
And the third shortlisted entry in Best Public Relations Campaign is another one from Lithuania. It's also from the Fabula Edison Group, and it's the National Eco Race. So, and we already know that you're here. So I'm going to hand over to Maxim now to announce the winner of the Best Public Relations Campaign.
Thank you very much, Stuart. So, what I can say is that 3 great projects, 2 from Lithuania, 1 from the United Kingdom, and the award. And out of 3 shortlisted companies and projects at the Best Public Relations Campaign, the first prize goes to Frank from the United Kingdom. Dajte Frank. So, the client of Frank is Weetabix, and the campaign was done in 2021 February, just not far away from today. It's a social media campaign suggesting unusual food combination. Heinz baked beans, all of us, we know this product very well. Atop Weetabix golden biscuits, which is a perfect breakfast pairing. Oh my gosh, never tasted before. So do we have someone from Frank? Again, not, okay. So, one tweet sparked a social media furore, and it was tabled as a more divisive topic than Brexit in a lifehouse of common debate. Time to Perfection as lockdown Britain looked for a reason to laugh. The resulting storm drove a 15% spike in sales, 10-point upstick in Weetabix overall attention scores, and rapid accumulation of 20+K new social fans. Congratulations to Frank with the first prize of the category, Best Public Relations Campaign, and my deep love and appreciation to my good friends from Fabula, Ruth Pedersen, from beautiful Vilnius. Thank you very much. We move to the next category. Stuart.
Thank you. The next category that we're going to look at is for the Best Digital or Social Media Campaign. What we've done in the different categories is there are different numbers of entries shortlisted in each one, depending on how the jury scored them. So we have 3 shortlisted entries for Best Digital or Social Media Campaign. The first one is from Telenor in Bulgaria for its Digital Scout project. The second is a game for Frank from the United Kingdom for Weetabix and beans. And then the third is from Cross in Russia for its project Show Us. I'm going to hand over to Maxim now to announce the winner of the Best Digital and Social Media Campaign Award.
Thank you very much, Stu. So now we have again 3 very strong competitors. Again, Frank with the same beans. Cross from Russia and Telenor from Bulgaria. And the winner? Now I just need to make a remark. I come from Bulgaria, and the winner comes from Bulgaria as well. It's Telenor, Bulgaria. Congratulations, Telenor. I did not participate into the jury, and I've got the results right now, maybe an hour ago. So congratulations to Telenor Bulgaria. It's an application which was launched by them called Digital Scouts, a virtual treasure hunt game that aims to educate and inform children and their parents about safer internet. This is so important these days. Do we have someone from Telenor? Someone from Telenor, do we have here? Oh my gosh, these guys, they receive awards and they even don't come to see their awards. How come? Maybe we should rank the second one immediately if they're not here. So, again, Telenor with Digital Scouts. Thank you very much. And now we move to the third category. Stuart?
Thank you. And the third category we're going to look at is the best use of brand. And once again, we have 3 entries shortlisted. The first is a UK government entry for Army Cadet UK. The second is for Pulp PR in the United States for a campaign for Exim Technologies. And the third shortlisted entry is from Sherlock Communications in Brazil for the unknown power of visual content in Latin America. So I'll hand over to Maxim now to announce the winner.
Thank you, Stuart. And the winner in best use of brand. So far away from Europe. The winner comes from Brazil, and this is Sherlock Communications. Congratulations. Congratulations, Sherlock. The client is Getty Images, and it's a website or service providing variety of marketing images, solutions, and insights that cater to creative professionals, which were largely unknown in Latin America. So Sherlock Communications did a very successful branding project to Getty Images. So Getty Images, I think those days, are now the most important company, not only in Brazil, but also in Latin America. Again, do we have someone from Sherlock here? There was a lady from Brazil, from Sao Paulo, minutes ago. So out of Army Cadets, UK, Pulp PR, and Sherlock, the winner in best use of brand is Sherlock Communications from Brazil. Stuart, next one.
Okay, the next category that we're going to look at is best CSR or ESG. This is a category I'm particularly passionate about because I think responsible business is so important and is something that should be at the heart of what we as corporations and communications professionals do. I think it's also worth making a mention about why we have the category name, which is Best CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility, or ESG, Environment, Society and Governance. It's because these are global awards. And actually, the two terms, although ESG is beginning to become more prominent in certain markets, the term CSR is still recognized in a lot more markets. So we wanted to kind of be clear that what this was an award for, and it was an award for public relations and communications professionals that are participating in ensuring that their organization is doing responsible business. And we have 3 shortlisted entries in this category. The first is from Sino Group in China. The second, and that is for the Field Emotion project. The second is for Sherlock Communications in Brazil again, and it's giving a voice to invisible heroes. And then the third shortlisted entry is from Spring PR in Armenia, and it is for the Prof I Challenge Preserving Historical Yerevan. And apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly. So I'm going to hand over now to Maxim to
Thank you, Stuart. So 3 shortlisted. China, Brazil, Armenia. Such a beautiful ranking. You know, 3 countries so far away from each other, 3 different cultures, 3 different projects. Now, and the winner is... Apologies to China and Armenia. The winner is again Brazil. Sherlock Communications. They announced a application on the mobile phones, and at the end of the day, the application had 300,000, which for the population of Brazil most probably is a peanut, but 300,000 downloads. And with this application, they helped the waste collectors and also raised $1.5 million, it should be dollars, for preventing the COVID-19 virus. So again, Sherlock Communications, congratulations, Brazil. Stuart,
Thank you, Maxim. And I think it's worth pointing out at this point that in a lot of the categories we judged, the results were extremely finely balanced because there were so many excellent entries that sometimes there were only a tiny amount of points separating the shortlisted entries. And sometimes there were a lot of really good entries that were just below the shortlisted, those that were shortlisted. The next category that we want to announce is the PR Consultancy of the Year. And the 3 shortlisted entries here, once again, are they celebrate the diversity of these awards because they are from all around the world. The first shortlisted entry is Emerald PR from Hungary. The second shortlisted entry is Impresa Talento from Italy. And the third shortlisted entry is Sherlock Communications from Brazil. So, Maxim, are you going to announce the winner?
And the winner PR Consultancy of the Year. So I will say this in 3 languages. Jona Podkivanok, Hungary, Buongiorno, Italy, and Buenos Dias, Brazil. And the winner, for my deep surprise and warm congratulations, is again Sherlock Communications Brazil. They're the superheroes today. I'm absolutely surprised and congratulations. Sherlock Communications. So we move now to the rising star, the young babies under 30 years old. And the chair of the jury, Stuart Bruce, will announce the shortlisted.
Okay, the 3 shortlisted entries for the rising star are Isabella Cotta, who works for Sherlock Communications in Brazil, Matthias Rodosevich from PR Lab in the Netherlands, and the third is Patricia Zibelman from Brazil, who works for Sherlock Communications. So I'm going to hand over to Maxim to announce the winner.
Rising star, under the age of 30 years. And the winner? I think this should be a national holiday of Brazil today. I think they should announce June 28th as a national holiday. The winner is Isabella Cotta from Brazil. Congratulations, Isabella. Next time you should be, of course, on the Zoom to see how a less than 30 years old PR expert looks like from Brazil, winning such a huge amount of awards. Isabella Cotta, rising star, the one under the age of 30, winning the great Davos Communication Award. Stuart Bruce, the next category.
Thank you.
Silver
Eventually,
star.
we're going to find somebody that's actually on the call and is able to accept an award in person. We've had some excellent winners so far, but it would be great to hear from some of them. So the next category that we have, bear with me because my iPad has just turned itself off. Here we go. Is the Silver Star, and this is a special award that celebrates the contribution of public relations and communications practitioners over the age of 50, because many awards around the world celebrate the amazing young talent that is coming into the industry, but that doesn't mean to say we should overlook those who have contributed a lot and still have a lot to contribute. So we have 2 entries shortlisted in the Silver Star Award. It is Patrick O'Neill, who is the managing partner of Sherlock Communications in Brazil, and Rod Cartwright from Rod Cartwright Consulting in the UK. I'm going to hand over to Maxim now to announce the winner of the Silver Star Award.
Thank you, Stu. So, Silver Star, over the age of 50, the best age for public relations experts. And the winner is... two competing great personalities. One of them, of course, from Brazil, the other one from the United Kingdom. And the winner at Silver Star category at the Davos Communications Awards 2021 is Rod Cartwright from the United Kingdom. Congratulations, Rod. I see you on the screen. Congratulations. Rod has 25 years experience in heading up global practices and regions in global PR agencies, including Ketchum, Hill & Knowlton Strategies, and GCI. 3 of them perfect agencies. Over 2 decades, he has been a tireless and passionate contributor to the PR industry. First-wave PRCA fellow, former decade-long PRCA board member, and twice a PR council member. Congratulations, Rod Cartwright. You had a very significant and amazing experience in many of the companies which I know for sure, especially PRCA, a great UK public relations organization. The special award will be delivered to you tomorrow via DHL. Turkish Airlines, they fly to London from Istanbul, so you'll get it on time. And thank you very much for participating.
Thank you so much.
Bruce, mostly welcome. Stuart.
Thank you, Maxim. So the next entry, the next category that we are going to announce is the best leader in public relations or communications. And we have 3 shortlisted entries. The first one is...
I don't know the answer to that one.
The first one is Katja Kazing from Slovenia. The second is Claudine Moore from the United States. And the third is Nicole Rodriguez from the United States. So I'm going to hand over to Maxim now to announce the winner of the best leader in public relations or communications.
You know, Stu, with the personal awards and the personal categories, there is always a problem. Because whatever we say, everyone is a winner. Whatever we say, thank you for participation. You know, usually there is one who wins, is very proud because he has the great plaque. And the rest are a little bit disappointed. So next time they will say, shall we participate again? And my answer is yes, yes, yes. Because it was completely independent jury, run by Stuart, 14 countries, 15 participants, all of them voted. So we have 3 participants in the best leader in public relations or communications. There are thousands of leaders all over the world. But 3 of them were shortlisted at the Davos Communications Awards 2021. Katja Fasching from Slovenia, Claudine Moore, and Nicole Rodriguez from the United States. And the winner as a best leader in public relations or communications is Madame Claudine Moore from the United States. Do we have Claudine here? We will not send her the plaque if she is not here. Claudine is a global award-winning PR and communications leader, moving up through leadership position in global agencies such as McCann Erickson, Gray, Hill & Knowlton Strategies, where she was the first Black person to hold a regional leadership role in the company's 100+ years of history. She has been a bold voice in addressing the contemporary issues of racism in the public relations industry and the champion of diversity by pushing the visibility of African organizations in global media and promoting the positive narrative for immigrants in the US and worldwide. Claudine, congratulations, with great respect to what you've done, but also congratulations to Katja and Nicole for their participation and for being shortlisted. Stuart, the next one, please.
Thank you, Maxim. And congratulations to all of the winners so far. The next category that we're going to announce is the Global Communications Overall Achievement Award. And once again, we have 3 entries shortlisted. So we have Sherlock Communications in Brazil. We have ILES in Slovenia for communications during COVID-19. And we have Andrus Sevelasliv from Hungary, a person at So I'm now going to hand over to Maxime to announce the winner of the Global Communications Overall Achievement Award.
Thank you, Stu. Two more categories. Global Communications Overall Achievement, which will be announced right now, and the last one is the Best Corporate Affairs. So, again, three very powerful countries, Brazil, Slovenia, and Hungary. And the winner of Global Communications Global Communications Overall Achievement. The winner comes from Brazil, Sherlock Communications. Congratulations, Sherlock. You got all the awards today. We should buy a drink. Now we have 61 people online. So Sherlock, remember, good drinks, champagne to all the 61 persons online. Congratulations. Stuart, the last category, my friend, is the Best Corporate Affairs.
We have two final categories to go. So the first one is the Best Corporate Affairs category, where we have a shortlist of a shortlist of one in this case when the judges did their final scoring. So I'm actually going to hand back over to Maxim to tell us who this is.
So, two participants in the Best Corporate Affair. Sorry, my bad. There are two more categories: Best Corporate Affair, Best Marketing Communications Campaign. They were on the one page, so I didn't realize that. So we have Slovenia, LS is the winner. Bravo, Katja.
No more Brazil.
No, Slovenia in this category is much bigger than Brazil.
Thank you.
So, bravo, congratulations. LS is a government-owned system operator who has the exclusive right to perform the service of a transmission network system operated in the great, beautiful Republic of Slovenia. From October 2009 till today, the company have generated an outstanding almost €500 million of positive impact saving for the country and for their electricity consumers. Congratulations, LS and Katja Fashnik. We are proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you again.
Hvala lepo. And the last category, Best Marketing Communications Campaign, one shortlisted, Stuart Bruce.
Okay, I shall announce the winner on this category because we have only shortlisted, the judges decided to only shortlist one entry. And
Wait for the music, wait for the music. And the winner?
is the Skolkovo Moscow School of Management in Russia for its anti-fragility campaign. The anti-fragility campaign was a project during the pandemic which was to help managers and entrepreneurs to operate during that really difficult period. And it was an online media project and a platform with regular materials and broadcasts which allowed them to attract new audiences to the management school brand by offering support for those that attend and do its qualifications. So congratulations to the Skolkovo Moscow School of Management.
Thank you. I represent Moscow School of Management Skolkovo, and we appreciate your high recognition. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Спасибо большое.
I just want to reiterate the point that Maxim made, that we had so many amazing entries that everyone genuinely could have been a winner. And in some of the scoring, the margin between those that won and those that were shortlisted and those that entered was extremely narrow. So I would encourage everybody who entered but perhaps didn't win this year to certainly consider entering next year's awards, because there's been some wonderful examples of work. And if you continue to build on that, then I'm sure there are opportunities for you to be shortlisted and to win in next year's awards. And hopefully, we'll actually be having next year's Davos Communications Awards in Davos. And we'll all be able to meet each other face to face and enjoy the amazing hospitality that is to be found there.
Ladies and gentlemen, June 28, 2021. The first Davos Communications Awards are over. Thank you very much to the participants. Great thanks to our partners, of course. Thanks to all the participants in this amazing Zoom session. Unfortunately Zoom, because we would like next year to do it live, and we will do it live in the beautiful mountain of Davos, Switzerland, with the presence of all our members, of delegates, speakers. I'm absolutely sure with the presence of Mayor of Davos, our good friend and supporter, and big thanks to the International Jury. I would like to repeat their names as a great recognition that they did amazing job. Our chair, Stuart Bruce from the United Kingdom, Agnieszka Dziedzic from Poland, Andrea Corneli from Italy, Ella Minty from UK, German Sa from Japan, H.S. Chang from Republic of Korea, Kamal Taibi from Morocco, Lorena Carreño from Mexico, Lola Zaklama from Egypt, Sirena Enrich from United States, Sergei Zverev from Russia, Sujit Patil from India, Shelley Spector from United States, Tom Murphy from United States, and Victor Sibeko from South Africa. Great jury, great participants, 55 projects from 18 countries in 11 categories. So, what's next? Immediately we announce our next project, Davos Digital Awards. We will have a great jury. We will have just 3 categories for a project, for a campaign, and of course for a digital guru. The awards will be announced something like mid-September, end of September, so all the summer you will have a chance to participate. But before that, July 8th, be online to listen to the special presentation of the one and only Paul Holmes for the Davos Communications Association, from the World Communications Froum Association. Paul Holmes will speak on July 8, 2 p.m. Central European Time. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. We appreciate your presence. Become a members, if you're not already, of World Communications Froum Association. You go to our website, wcafaglobal.com, and you see all options and opportunities to become our member. If we don't see each other, have a happy holidays, and I'll meet you in September at the Davos Digital Awards. We love you. Thank you.